They had to word it in a way to get it to work.
Because they don't have to be declared as an attacker.
Yeah.
Yes, they don't have to be declared as an attacker, but they are anything that is attacking.
As long as they're attacking.
Yeah.
Myriad works good.
Yep, Myriad is a pretty decent key phrase here in this. You know what? I don't mind this. I'll keep this.
Yeah. Did any of you guys do the pre-release stuff or just pick up packs?
I opened the pre-release packs because like the people in my pre-release essentially didn't exist. 3 people showed up.
Holy shit.
Apparently only 3 people showed up. Everyone bought pre-release boxes, but they didn't sit around for the actual pre-release.
Damn. That's interesting.
Yeah, I know it is. I was just like, yo, that's crazy. And then like my pre-release kit was just like I just picked it up because like I came in late, right?
Okay.
Cause like work ended late, and I was like, okay, I guess like there was gonna be like a crowd of people in the pre-release event. Nope, no one showed up. But I was like, I asked them, it's like, do you guys still have some left? Cause they're always like selling out everywhere else I go, and they're like, yeah, we have like every single color combination. You can choose your pick. And I was like, okay, I'll take 1 box. Took the teamer one, half expecting to get like absolute shit, and then I was like, oh, okay, first. The seeded pack, Ugin, Eye of the Storms. I'm like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah, you're
Thanks.
fine. You're fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I got my pre-con here, from that Ugin.
Nice.
this Ugin paid off the pre-con and a part of the pre-release kit, so I'm good.
Gotta love that.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
So is this the like bare bones pre-con?
No. This is a pre-con plus. I did get rid of the cards. I will show you the cards I removed from the deck if you are interested in seeing those.
You better not have removed Blade of Cells.
Oh no, Blade of Cells is still in the deck. I did, however, remove Legion Loyalty. So
yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, as much as I loved it, I got rid of Legion Warboss, Geist Hunter, Loyal Apprentice, Yahenni, Bone Devourer. Where else was there? There's a few other cards.
Legion Warboss would have been interesting.
I kind of wanted to play with Legion Warboss and some of the other cards. It's just that I'm trying to get the other cards in the base set to pop off and do their thing. So you'll see other things like the headliner, that the 1-drop red card that has Mobilize 1. Oh, Joshua.
The stadium headliner.
Yes, stadium headliner, right. It's the Goblin Warrior with the Mobilize 1 and sacks itself and deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature.
Yeah, Savvy was looking at that one, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, man, it's crazy. I love it. It has a self-fling effect. I love that card. I also got rid of the Divine Visitation. I as much as I love the card, I just can't. In every one of my token decks, this card appears, but I always remove it.
What, you don't want a bunch of angels?
Yeah, man. Like, I love angels. Don't get me wrong. It's just, I don't know, man. What it is. I just can't. I can't sit with angels. Anyways, I am very happy with this deck. It's
honestly, I don't understand going for the Mobilize instead of the Myriad. I think Myriad is much better in Zurgo just because you get a shit ton of card draw.
Yeah, no, you definitely do, and I don't doubt it.
It is an unfortunate amount of card draw.
That's also part of the problem, though.
I mean,
kind of
drawing more cards is never a bad thing unless you have like 20 cards in your library.
Which tends to happen.
But then again, if you have that many, you should probably be winning the game already.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, but you know.
Unless you
like
win
Blade
cards
of
to draw yourself out.
Blade of Cells plus Zurgo is draw 6 on curve.
Yeah.
On turn 4.
If you makes you feel any better, the Master Multiplied is in the deck. So Myriad is there, and I can make Zurgo copies or Master Multiplied copies. Technically, I like.
I don't understand him in the deck. I'm gonna be honest.
I like. You'll see why he's in the deck. It's pretty funny in the deck. It's not really like for the
I
same
would have
reason
rather
you
had
would-
like Duke Gold or Raven Guard, because then you can give Zurgo,
yeah.
unless it
You
says
could
not
definitely do
legendary.
it. Do Golden River?
Nope.
No, I think no, that's not
Just
knowledge.
just creature, because then it's
he can
draw
just
6
creature, yeah.
whenever you want.
Yep.
Zurgo
just
plus
like-
Myriad is broken.
It's pretty good. I just don't think it's the best matchup for today either, though. To be fair, if we see Konrad hit board,
Surprised you played that
I'm-
in here.
I know.
I
You know
was
what?
one selected first. Second.
I think
went
Omega's
second.
probably gonna die first.
No, but I don't mind.
I feel like
I
second.
don't mind whatsoever that you went Konrad. I kind of want to see who wins the damage thing here. You also ping everyone for one. I ping everyone for one, and probably a lot of little shenanigans every now and again. And still
I'm
play
really
Satya,
wanting to run
so.
Keza. I dropped Bolus of Citadel and Sensei's Dividing Chop back in her.
Oh, nice. Loved it. I always love it when I see someone drop a Bolus of Citadel and like whiff hard.
Yeah.
It's my personal like.
You try.
It's one of those-
You know.
You just kind of love seeing it. It's just like, it was an attempt. Sadly, no result.
All right. Are you guys all good if I start things up a bit early?
Oh yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
we're alive. We're here.
Let's jump over. We're all here. We all want a game. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
So we're back. We're back for Saturday shenanigans. Sunday shenanigans. Jesus fuck.
Sunday.
When you're not working, the days all just kind of blend together now.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I know.
I'll get them straight one of these days. So yeah, Sunday shenanigans. We have some Planechase going on tonight. And we've got a mixture of decks coming to the table. I'm your host tonight, Ben, and I'm bringing Gimbal, the Gremlin Prodigy. So this is from March of the Machine. I figured bring a deck that might be able to interact with the planar deck a little bit. It's a 4/4, and my artifact creatures have trample. At the beginning of each end step, I get to make a 0/0 Gremlin artifact creature token and put X 1/1 counters on it, where X is the number of differently named artifact tokens I control. And I realize this is not a May ability, so even if I don't have anything out there, I'll just be making something that'll get sacrificed. That's
Nope,
gonna go well.
counts itself. The gremlin itself is an artifact creature. It's an artifact token, so it'll count
Yeah,
itself.
okay. Phew, phew. I'm safe then. So that's me. How about you, Elf? What are you bringing?
Hey guys, I'm bringing in the new and improved. No, it's Mardu. Mardu Surge Precon with a few upgrades here and there. Playing Zurgo Stormrender. He's a 3-mana in Mardu. 3/3 Orc Warrior with Mobilize 1, which is a new keyword here. That just means when it attacks, I make a 1/1 attacking Red Warrior that sacks itself at the beginning of the next end step. My deck also runs off the whole theme of making tokens, letting them die, and just
Yay,
drawing
more
cards or
magic.
whatever, pinging everyone.
Yay, more magic.
Combat, very combat heavy. And that's it. That's all Zurgo does. How about you, Chris?
Evening Nighter!
And most people, I'm sure, are familiar with Sir Konrad the Grim.
Usually
he's a
with that
five-
disdain in their voice at the same time.
Yes.
He's a 5/4, and he loves when things die and when things leave my graveyard. And when that happens, he pings 1 damage to each opponent. And then he's got a little mana dump ability where I can make someone mill a card.
Konrad,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
lord.
Nighter saying, "Oh Lord," to Sir Konrad.
And Konrad's not bad. You guys have played against this one before.
Yeah.
He's nowhere near as mean as I could have made him.
Yeah. The disdain
You're
is
still
coming
probably
from-
gonna get murdered first.
Oh, I fully expect it.
Because it's generic black get creatures into the graveyard shenanigans, which is destroy, discard, and mill.
Yeah. I love how it's still a mill commander for Omega.
Of course, it's Omega, man. You can't take the meal away from the man.
Exactly. All right, and last but not least, and leading us off, Stilton, what do you bring to the table?
I am bringing Satya, Aetherflux Genius. This is the commander from the Modern Horizons 3 Creative Energy Precon. Except I built it by myself because screw precons. I love precons, but
Omega's still milling
I don't know how I
despite not
feel about
having
modern
blue.
precons, but I love the concept of precons.
Fair enough.
Satya is a 3/5 legendary human artificer for 1 and Jeskai. He has Menace, Haste, and whenever he attacks, I create a tapped and attacking token. That's a copy of up to one other target non-token creature I control, and then I get 2 energy. And at the beginning of the next end step, I have to sacrifice that token unless I pay an amount of energy equal to its mana value. So I'm going to be creating a bunch of tokens of random creatures and doing energy, and that's the deck.
That's the deck.
Shenanigans will ensue.
Beautiful. Well, then let's find out what our first plane is and kick things off. We have a phenomenon caught in a parallel universe. When you encounter this, each player chooses a creature controlled by the player to the left and creates a token. That's useless.
I choose
air.
I choose that.
I choose Sir Konrad.
I choose that air.
Oh, that would be funny. But yeah, so then we end up at Naktoum. This is the one that each creature card in your graveyard has in Bomb, where its cost is equal to its mana cost. So you can bring things back as zombies. And when chaos ensues, you may discard a card to then draw a card.
Okay.
Hey, free loot.
And paid early
It's
for
not
this
quite
plane.
like the other. It's not quite like the other effect that's similar, where it brings them back as a 4/4, not just a white zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what that one is called. I think it's Eternalize.
Ah, yes, that is Eternalize. Yep.
All
It's
right.
the one that makes them into a black zombie. No, it's the one that into 4/4, I believe.
You can go ahead and start us off, Stoughton.
Yeah.
Anyway, I am going to draw for turn. I am going to play an Elegant Parlor tapped Surveilling 1. I'm going to have to keep that on top, and I will pass.
Okay. Oh, you're not going to free roll?
Oh, nah.
Okay. Hey, I was trying to catch us right off the bat here. Let's start with a nice and easy command tower. Gives me any color that I need, but there's nothing I can do with it, so I will do a free roll. Nothing. I will tap 1 and roll again. Nothing. Pass turn there.
I would like to eternalize myself into a better
turn.
card.
I will play this Plains, my land for turn. I will free roll. We're out of here.
Don't we all, Nighter? Okay, we have the Orochi Colony. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may search your library for a basic land and put it on the battlefield tapped. When chaos ensues,
Yes.
target creature cannot be blocked.
I like that.
I like this early on.
That's why I'm going to tap this and try to roll out of here. I like it so much that I'm going to try out. Okay.
Gimbal, the notoriously popular commander that gets creatures out very early,
Oh, yeah.
definitely does that. Definitely
Yep,
doesn't
man.
take 5 years to start up.
Hey, maybe I got some more meta stuff.
Draw for turn.
I imagine that the first few turns you're going to have are going to be creating small, like, you're going to create a clue token, or like a food token.
Yeah. You going to roll the die?
Yeah, I'm gonna free roll. 1 being Planewalk, 6 being Chaos.
Okay.
4, nothing happens. I'll spend 1. I don't have a turn 1 play anyway.
No, I don't think any of us do right
Yeah.
now. So
Yeah, we're playing
Okay.
super crit.
God damn it.
Wow.
that die really doesn't want to
5,
stay.
nothing happens.
I was going to say, do you have like a divot in your table?
No, RV has to be on a slant for the
Draw for turn.
septic to work properly.
Makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to play an Arid Mesa and crack that for a, I want more red, so I'll do a Steam Vents. Or, not Steam Vents, a, Thundering Falls. There we go. I want that Surveil you.
Seems good. Seems good.
Oh god, I really don't want to get rid of that, but I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna throw an Assaultron Dominator into the graveyard.
Ooh, I like that.
I'm gonna do my 2 rolls by just tapping 1.
Now
One
to
is
build the
Planeswalk,
sneak
6 is
attack deck of
Chaos.
evilness.
Nothing. Chaos.
Okay.
Oh, that
You
sounds
can make
spicy.
a creature unblockable.
Omega, you can't be blocked. Pass.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw. I will play a mountain as land for turn. And I will free roll. Chaos. Doesn't matter. I will pay 1. Roll again. Chaos. Whoo! 2 unblockable creatures that don't exist. And I'll pass them.
Love the unblockability here today. I'm gonna
Make Omega unblockable again.
I know, right? I'm gonna play this Clifftop Retreat as my land for turn.
Oh god, wait, no. He's gonna make himself a creature by turning himself into a planeswalker and then turning the top card of his library, if it's a planeswalker, into a creature.
I'm gonna tap 2, and I'm gonna play this Inox Strike Leader. It's the.
Am I
Dog
ever that
Warrior.
ambitious?
A dog
They're also
warrior.
Unfinity cards, or they're unset. You can't play them. They're Silver Border.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm going to then attempt to free roll just for the hell's sake of it. It's chaos. I'll make my Inox Strike Leader unblockable. Not that it can attack this turn. I'll pass the turn. For anyone who can't read this card, mainly because the lighting is crap,
I don't like it.
It is a 2/2 dog warrior that says whenever you attack with this creature and or your commander, for each opponent create a 1/1 red goblin token that's tapped and attacking that player. And I can sack it and make my tokens I control indestructible.
Nice.
This is power creep incarnate. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm not gonna say no. Yeah, of course.
Draw for turn.
Hell no.
Play a swamp with a different art.
Nice.
Nice.
Tap 2 for a Zulaport Cutthroat.
Pretty good.
And I will roll the die. 4. Nothing happens. Pass turn.
I will draw for turn. I will play an island. Thank God I hit a land. thank God.
It's nice. You got that Jessica. Sweet, sweet Jessica.
Be a good thing to get out immediately. But I think this is better. Or I could roll. I don't really want people searching for land, so I think I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna tap 2, play a Thrumming Bird.
Nice.
This is a 1/1 with flying, and when it deals combat damage to a player, I proliferate. How simple. And then I'm gonna roll twice. A 1, thank God. Let's get the hell out of here.
Damn it! Damn it! I wanted my basics, man.
Yeah, I was hoping for that too. We got Mega Flora Jungle. Each creature with mana value 2 or less gets +2/+2. And on Chaos, you make a 1/1 green insect creature with flying named Butterfly.
Okay. And then I'm gonna roll again. Nothing. I'm gonna pass.
Alright. Draw for turn. Jesus, Murphy. What the heck happened there?
It's okay. That's sweet. My Inox Strike Leader is a
I'm going to bring
4/4.
a Vine Glimmer Snarl, show an island, so it comes in untapped, and then I will tap a red and 2 others, and bring out the Pain Distributor. This is just a lovely little 2/3 with menace, and whenever a player casts their first spell each turn, you make a treasure token. So I'm helping everybody with their mana here. However, whenever an artifact an opponent controls is put into a graveyard, Pain Distributor deals 1 damage to that player. So let's hope you make lots of artifacts.
I don't appreciate this.
And that's going. I guess I'll do my free roll. Nothing, and we'll pass turn there.
Yeah, this is great. Okay. So when I cast a spell, I get a treasure. I'll draw for turn.
Yeah.
So he's the taxman fun.
It's pretty decent. I will play this Fetid Heath as my land for turn.
Not the taxman. He's giving away free
I
money.
have enough to cast my commander. So I will do exactly that. I will cast my commander. Zurgo. Sweet. I will now go to combat. I'm swinging my Inox Strike Leader over at you, Ben. He is a 4/4. On his attack, I will create.
Yeah, free
goblin.
money that he taxes you
why is he
on.
a 4/4? Oh, because he is
because of
too.
Mega Flora
Yeah.
I have 3 of these guys. Each of the
Which are all
one of
3/3s.
each sending attacking at all of you. So
And they're all 3/3s.
they are all 3/3s. So
Jesus, Murphy.
I'll take the 3.
I'm taking 7.
oh, you're not blind. Okay, sure.
Elf
Cool.
is a problem.
Yeah.
I am a problem. I will be like this all day. All right. Cool. If that's gonna happen, I'm going to then proceed to roll a die. Okay, nothing happened. We're cool. Passing the turn. Over to you, Chris.
Okay.
Murder him, guys.
Untap.
Murder him.
Upkeep. Draw.
I would love to, but it's not my turn.
Actually, I'm just gonna do this just because it's confusing. Yeah, there's
Play a different full art swamp as a land for turn.
nice.
Do you have
Oh, I like
do you
that.
have all different swamps in there?
Elf,
No,
you forgot your
just
treasure
just
token.
what I could.
Yeah.
Oh, do I get a treasure? Oh, yeah, I do. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that call there.
Then I'll tap 3 for a Braid's Arisen Nightmare.
Oh, okay, great. And you get a treasure token. You get a
Yeah.
treasure token.
Okay.
That's
Omega's a problem.
yeah, I think
No, I'm not.
I think Omega's getting there. Not the bigger problem on the board. Objectively speaking.
Well, considering that he can sacrifice an artifact and 2 of us can't, he just draws 2 cards.
That is true, though. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I will agree with that.
Look, Elf, you have things, but without the Megaflora jungle, it's a lot better. Braids is just bad.
Braids kind of does suck, yeah.
And I will roll the die.
Nice.
3. Nothing happens.
Yeah, we're still here.
Look, I'm fine with trying to keep us here, Elf, if you don't swing at me. And
I mean,
you swing
I don't
at
really
Omega.
I don't have an option with this thing, but I mean, yeah.
What
But
would
I won't swing it directly at you if that.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, sure, that's no problem. I can definitely hit.
Okay. I'll move to end step and sacrifice an artifact, which will be this treasure token.
Okay.
Each opponent may sacrifice a permanent that shares a card type. Each opponent who doesn't, that player loses 2 life, and I draw a card.
I will take the 2.
I will.
I already took it.
And then Omega,
Man,
you take
please.
1 damage for the treasure leaving.
I'll get rid of the treasure token.
And
I'll
so
take
do you.
Okay, yep.
I mean, unless you can screw him over with the treasure token, but if you can't,
Nah, it's
then
fine.
just like
It's fine. Yeah, no, it's okay. I will.
he's
I was
already
like-
drawn 2.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
That's okay. They're only lands.
Yeah.
I don't believe you. I'm guessing you're passing.
Yeah, from there I'll pass.
Okay.
It would not be. Would it be like breaking the rules if I actually showed the lands?
All right, guys.
No, you can reveal information. But also, how do we know that those aren't just other lands from your hand?
Now, I must say,
I will only believe you if you reveal your entire hand.
Nope. I'm not revealing those 2, but I'll reveal those 5 lands.
Oh gosh,
jeez.
that's pain.
Okay.
Is
That
that
was-
convincing enough?
That's pretty convincing.
Yeah.
I think that
The only other problem with this is that he can sacrifice those lands with braids
that is true.
Yes, I
That's
can.
true.
This
and just turn those into a shit ton of card draw. So I still don't trust it.
yeah.
As long as I have braids on the field, I have a problem with
Yeah,
it.
braids is scaring me right now. Now, as we do shift turns, Niter
Kill
has...
Stilton forced, please. Omega plays fair magic
no.
now.
No,
No,
Folk, what are you
Niter!
talking about? Niter is changing planes on us, thank goodness.
My power.
And we are going to the Great Forest, which each creature
Okay,
assigns
that's
combat damage equal to toughness rather than power. And when chaos
Yes.
ensues, we get 2 more on their butts, and they get trample until end of turn. And Vaconathan is freaking crazy. He says kill Stilton first plays because Omega plays fair magic now. I don't believe
What?
that.
Is he okay?
The only reason he says that is because I'm very heavy on the politicking.
Oh Jesus Christ! Okay, we got everything. We're not staying here long because Vaconathan's sending us somewhere else too.
Okay.
We're going to the Prime Minister's cabinet room. So, on the beginning of combat each turn, up to 1 target creature you control becomes a copy of target creature an opponent controls.
Oh.
And when chaos ensues, starting with you, and each player votes for a creature that you don't control, exile each creature with the most votes or tied for the most votes.
Okay, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that at
Okay.
all. I want out of here.
You want? Okay, well then we get to.
I'm gonna have to read this.
Yeah.
Draw 3.
We also get to draw 3, and then lands enter
we're
tap for a
over.
rotation. He's
okay.
he's doing
I'm
all
gonna
the
have
channel
to read
point
this
stuff.
Prime Minister. So the meaning
Oh.
to one target creature. So I don't have to choose one, but I could.
Yeah, it's up to. Yeah.
And is it until end of turn?
Nope.
No, it's just forever.
Yeah.
It's just exiled. Yeah, it's just gone.
No.
That's-
The
No,
copy.
the Prime Minister. You just get the copy forever.
Oh yeah, it just becomes a copy. Wow, that's pretty fucking disgusting. Okay, cool.
Don't forget the
Yeah.
chaos roll too.
Now I don't want to play some cool stuff.
Yeah, we'll get there, Niter. And then you also get to roll the chaos dice, Dilson.
Oh, wonderful. All right. Ah, nothing.
Okay, great.
I will have to draw for turn.
That's a good idea.
I'm debating playing this.
I don't want him discarding.
Nah, I think I'll play this Access Tunnel tapped. And then I'm gonna have to discard for on end step. It's gonna suck.
Oh fuck! But fuck!
Language, Mister.
Damn it, Vok!
I'm gonna tap 3 and play a Professional Facebreaker. A very wonderful. This is like peak Magic. I fucking love
It
this
is.
card.
I love this
Yeah.
card.
This is a 2/3 human warrior for 3 with Manache, and he says whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, I create a treasure token, and then sacrifice a treasure impulse.
Yeah.
And go ahead
also
and
make
make
a
your
treasure
treasure.
token.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I do make a treasure, which is wonderful.
Do you
I
want
have
impulse?
sacrifice fodder, thank God.
Yeah.
Or I could do this. Omega, you don't have any flyers, correct?
No, I do not.
Cool. I will swing at you for a whopping 1. If it wasn't obvious, I'm not choosing to do the Prime Minister's Cabinet Room thing.
Yeah, I take the 1.
All right, cool. When that deals combat damage to you, I proliferate. I don't think that matters.
There's no counters. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised you didn't want to take a Braids. You could have taken a copy of Braids on that.
I could have, but I want my Thrumming Bird and I want my Professional Facebreaker
That's
because they
fair,
both support my strategy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
But when that deals combat damage, I will create a treasure token because of Professional Facebreaker, and then I won't have to discard down a hand size because I can crack both of these treasures and play in a Genitorium. So if I get 1 or more energy, I get that many +1, and then I can tap and
Nice.
draw a card, but only if I've paid at least 4 energy this turn.
Yeah.
And I
You do
will
take 2
pass.
damage. Yeah. You take 2
I
damage.
do
per
take
turn.
2 damage.
That is
because of the
correct.
pain distributor.
Yeah,
Speaking
it's
of
the
which,
pain-
Ben, you could change your pain distributor into a Professional Facebreaker.
Yeah, you could.
I could, but I'm kind of
You could
liking
change it to a
this.
Braids.
Yeah, I could change it to a Braids, a Zulaport. I could,
Zurgo.
Zurgo. But
Just
It could be-
Zurgo.
we'll see what happens here. Draw for turn.
I actually imagine that Omega's probably going to want that Zurgo.
I kind of want a Zurgo too. I want a Zurgo, man.
Okay.
I mean, you can have a creature you control become a copy of Zurgo, but it's not
well,
really going to do much.
Things enter tapped, so we're gonna do a Frontier Biovac, and then I have.
That's how that land is pronounced.
Yeah, man.
It's
Cool.
bivouac.
Bivouac. Words. I don't do words. I do numbers.
I do words. I do words and numbers.
Yeah.
I do colors, guys.
Actually, this doesn't.
Elf, do
oh,
you
yeah.
paint with all
1,
the
2.
colors of the wind?
We'll
man.
play a Gruul Signet,
Colors are tasty.
and then
Colors make you feel
where's
good.
the?
Don't forget your treasure token.
Yes, that's correct. I haven't. Oh yeah, that's the Gruul Signet. Sorry. There we go. Treasure. Treasure.
The real question is, are you going to keep it?
The treasure.
That's not a question. He'll
Uh,
never keep.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, are you going to keep it for the braids thing or not?
We'll see. The way things are going right now, definitely, because I don't actually have anything I can cast with it.
Oh,
So, we will play a Curse of Opulence. And now, where do I want to put it is the real question.
that
I
is
know.
that is the real question.
Put it on yourself, Ben. Put it on yourself.
I will say, Ben, if you're looking for the most value from just getting the gold tokens,
It's-
Omega is probably the best choice because he's most likely going to be targeted. But if you
Targeted.
want to put the target on somebody else, then that's another option with Curse of Opulence.
Yeah, I mean, if
You
I
can
put
dump
it
me.
if I put it on Elf, that is
Elf is most likely gonna have
incentivizing people
blockers.
to go out it, but he's most likely to have blockers. If I put it on either of you two, I'm pretty much guaranteed gold every turn, if not two,
Probably.
from Elf. So,
Yeah.
I think
Remember,
this,
I don't mind my stuff dying.
yeah. So I think I'm gonna put this on Omega.
Wait. Yeah, because also if you give it to Omega, then he won't be able to get gold tokens for braids.
Yes. So I think that is my safest, smartest play. Not saying I do that often, but every so often I can be smart.
Ben being smart. Damn. 2025, man. Things have changed.
Yeah, I'm turning over a new leaf this year, guys. Yeah.
I know, right? It's like, jeez.
All right, and then I do have a 2/3 pain distributor.
You do?
That is, I think, fucking pointless to send anywhere.
Pain.
Yeah, so we're just going to
It's really bad. I'm
P
sorry.
the T there.
Sweet.
You don't want to make it a copy of something else?
you can make it.
I
Did you
don't
roll,
think so.
did you roll the planar die?
No, I didn't, but yeah, I guess I should.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Nothing.
Though honestly, this cabinet room could be really good for your tokens, unless it says non-token creature.
I
Nope.
don't think it does. It just
Because
says,
you're making you'll make a bunch of creature tokens, and then you'll just be able to make them copies of other people's stuff,
I know. I'm
or
pretty-
make them copies of your own stuff. It's really gross.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
draw. I'm gonna play this because everything's coming in tapped. Sad days. I'm gonna play this Castle Embreth tapped. Would have come in tapped anyways, so that's what I'm doing it for. I'll tap 2 to play this Arcane Signet. Tap 2 to play this Orzhov Signet. And then I'm going to go to combat. On the beginning
Did
of
you
combat,
make a token? Were you
Um,
supposed to make a treasure token?
I was supposed to.
Yeah,
make a
on
treasure
your
token.
cast, you're supposed to make a treasure token. Yeah.
On your first cast, you're supposed to make
On
a
the first
treasure
one,
token
yeah.
because of
I'll
pain
make that.
distributor.
Right, I will make that treasure token off the Arcane Signet cast. At the beginning of combat, I'm going to make one of the 2 goblins that I have here. I'm just going to move it over here. This goblin is now a braids.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. Now Alpha's the problem.
Yeah, I want to make sure that you guys know I'm a problem.
He's vying
So,
for your title, Omega.
Yeah, man. So
He can
this is
have
a
it.
braid. Yeah, this is
He's gonna
no-
have to change
no
his
longer a
playmat, though.
goblin. It's a braid.
Ben, you want to enter? You want to enter a little alliance
I think right now
Against-
everybody's against it.
against the Braids Uprising?
Yeah.
So this is a braids, and now we're gonna go to combat. At the beginning of combat, I'm gonna throw my Zurgo over at, let's see, I want to swing it over there, because that curse. No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw my 2 goblins over at Omega, and I will throw Enoch Strike Leader over at. Ben has.
It's a 2/3.
I believe it's yeah. We both have a 2/3 untapped.
I'll toss Zurgo over at Ben, and I will toss my copy of Braids over at. I mean, I guess I'll trade it with your braids there, Chris. I'll send these 3 over at you,
Oh yeah,
And then
if you
I'll-
trade those.
Yeah.
and then I'll throw Enoch over at. Wait, it says 2-3 over on that side as well too, right?
Yeah.
2/3, 2/3.
The Pain Distributor and Professional Facebreaker are like
Yeah, you
They
know what?
Similar
I'll,
cards, yeah.
I'll toss Enoch over at Stilton, Zurgo at Ben to make it fair, and then these 3 over at Chris.
you got 2 untapped mana, right?
I have
No. One.
I have 2 technically 2 untapped mana. Yes,
Do you how many cards you got in hand?
7.
I don't know how I feel about blocking.
Well, I get to block first,
Stick to.
so
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll,
Oh, wait,
I'll
no,
block the
because,
braids with my braids.
well, so on
Enoch will
attack.
trigger.
Yeah.
On attack, Enoch will trigger.
Yeah.
I will make 3 gobos that will be
Okay.
tapped and attacking each one of you. So there is now a total of 5
5.
goblins. But only one of 3 are attacking Chris, 1's attacking Stilton, 1's attacking Ben.
Yeah. And then what about your mobilized trigger?
The mobilized trigger will go off as well. You guys are remembering things for me, guys. Yeah, this is
Hey,
embarrassing.
you guys are all remembering my trigger for the pain
Yeah,
distributor.
I know exactly. Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Warrior trigger Warrior
Where's
token
that
will
going?
swing at.
You can't choose me. I told you about it.
Fine. I'll throw it at Stilton then. Just
Okay.
because. Okay.
Um,
And there is gold treasure, gold tokens that are going off right every time I attack with creature. No.
Whenever enchanted player
it's
is
when you attack
attacked.
the player.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just one.
It's
player.
it's
not
just
per
one.
creature. That would have been
Yeah.
that would have been
That would be
gross.
fucking broken.
That would be very gross. That's why I'm just double checking.
For
Yeah.
1 mana. Think about that in a goblin's deck. That would have been like infinite mana,
Yeah.
effectively.
It would be disgusting. Yes. Okay, I'll make that 1 gold. On the attack.
Okay.
I will
Okay.
find it.
Oh, are we the blocks yet?
I think we're
Yep,
to blocks. Yeah.
you're now.
Remember,
I'll block.
creatures on his board dying does give him cards at this point.
I'll block braids with my braids,
Okay, braids for braids.
Okay.
and block one with
Zilliport.
the Zurgo cutthroat. So they'll both die,
So my two of my things will die. This one, the braids and braids will die.
and each opponent will lose 2 life. I'll gain 2 life.
You'd lose 2 life because 2 of my attack. No, actually, no.
No,
I'll
that's
just draw 2
draw.
cards. I'll just draw 2
That's draw
cards.
2 cards.
Yep. I'll draw
Also, before that even happens, we
Let's
me and Ben get to
let's
declare
declare
our
all
Yes.
blockers first in case
Clear
somebody
attack
does
first.
something.
I will block one of the 1/1s going at me.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I will block the 1/1 and the Zurgo will go through.
And damage, I will take 3.
Okay.
I will take 3 commander, and then
Omega will take. Like
Wait, so
3.
you're blocking the? Oh,
4.
you're blocking one of the 1/1s. Okay, got you. The goblins. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
so then we'll take the 2 off the.
So I should net
2 off,
0.
sorry. Yeah, you net 0. No, you do net something. 1 second. You net 2. You net 2 because Zurgo only triggers if it's after combat, so you're good.
Yeah.
Will straight. All right. so that happens. I will trigger which is the 3 creatures dying, so I will have 3 card draws.
I probably should have specified which token I was blocking. I will do the
It's best to block the goblin anyways because the warrior's gonna get stacked at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I could prevent the damage.
Oh yeah, sure, you can. Your call. Either I
If we
keep
get
it-
off of this plains, then I'm less worried about the goblins. So I think I'll block the warrior instead
Gotcha.
of
Okay.
the goblin.
Warrior is dead and goblin is alive, so this is back to 4.
Okay. And how many were coming at me, Alf? Because
You just had
I think-
two additional goblins, which is just 1. They're 1/1, so you only take 2.
Yeah,
so I
take
take
and gain
2.
2.
and then gain
Yeah.
2. So I net zeroed.
Yeah.
Oh, you did net 0. Okay, yeah.
And then we each take 2.
Yes.
Already done.
Okay, and I will find something that will actually be a gold. I can't find my gold token right now at the moment for some reason, so I'll use this Ethereum cell from Kaladesh. If anyone remembers what this thing is.
I will have to get a gold token.
I'll find my gold token at some point. Okay,
I'm just
coolio.
gonna mark this with a 0 and phase it out because it doesn't exist on my board right now.
Okay, and then I will draw 3 off of those things dying. I've already done my thingy. I will then tap my no. I'll crack my treasure token to tap Orzhov's Signet, so I will lose 1 from the Pain Distributor.
Yep.
In order to play a Talisman of Conviction.
Jesus.
I might as well, okay? It's like I don't want to lose more of my cards. I will then with the man I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 cards in hand, man. I don't like this. I really don't love this. Fine, I'll go to end step because I can't really cast anything else. Discarding a mountain and a swamp. Excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was too fucking long for a turn 4, but
It was,
Right.
but I can't do anything about it. I'm
modern
sorry.
precons, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Can you say power creep?
Power.
The big PC
See, this is the last time that a land comes in
pissing
tap.
me off.
Sorry about that, I guess.
So I'll go ahead and play Time Market. Then I will tap 3 for a Dark Steel Ingot, Indestructible Mana Rock.
Yep.
Nice.
That still makes me a treasure.
Yep.
why I erased the first one, but okay.
Forgot that treasures exist.
Then I will roll for the plane. 3, nothing happened. Is there anything worth shit in my hand? Not really.
I know the feeling, man. I can't cast shit either, and it feels pretty bad.
My deck is my deck has a what is it called? Responsible mana curve. Actually, it doesn't.
Mine's
I mean,
mostly 3s. I think
Mine is
most
mostly
of
2s, but it has it has quite a few 4s in there.
I'll
Yeah,
tap
mine's
the
been
ingot
more
to roll the
than
planar die again.
Okay.
3, nothing happens.
Wow, the same roll. Damn. It really
Then I guess I'll just discard the hand size. That ends my turn.
All right, I will draw for turn.
Discard 2 swamp.
Do I really need the mana? So I'll get that and like 4 of those. Yeah, I mean, seems pretty worth it. Wouldn't mind it. Sure, I'll play Clifftop Retreat as my land for turn. And then I will tap
Yay, Clifftop
perfect
Retreat.
mana for Satya. Well, do I want to roll the die before that? No, I don't. All right. Now that Omega is actually both of them are completely open, I should probably also attack Elf.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, we know the problem. Hit him in the face.
And I could send a Menache at you
Yarp.
to get that off.
I thought,
But
we had an
Ben
alliance.
and Elf, you don't have flyers, do you?
No flyers.
Not
Right,
at the moment, no.
Then I could do that as well, but also I could get that and get more money.
Energy. Yeah, you
I
could.
do like money.
Money, 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 money.
He likes the monies. Oh my gosh. All right.
All right, let's go through this. I am going to swing with everything.
Yeah, join us. Join us in the
The
whole
vicious
scheme.
fight. I like
I
it.
need to determine where I'm throwing things. I think I'm going to throw my commander at Elf, the
Yeah.
professional facebreaker at Omega.
And you have a. oh yeah,
On
that's on
attack, I will create a Satya. I have Satya trigger, so I will create a token that is a copy of my professional facebreaker, which will be swinging at. Probably do that at Elf.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I will send the Farming Bird at Ben. So there is a 3/5 and a 2/3 going at Elf, a 2/3 that's going at Omega, and a 1/1 that's going at Ben. I don't think any of you can block them.
Yeah, I'm taking
I
5.
cannot. I'm taking the 1.
No box.
All right, cool.
2, 3,
And
getting my gold.
3 commander.
I will also get the gold from that, and I have many a treasure token
6
too.
treasures.
I have 6 treasures, but I also have that one from the cast that I forgot about.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna mark them with counters because that's too many. And I will also proliferate, so I will put 2. I will get 2 energy counters, and
Get another one. Right?
nothing else matters.
Nothing else matters. Just that energy.
Be good.
I swear I had a gold token somewhere.
Oh, don't forget your gold too from the curse.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, he did. He put the 1
Okay.
on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna be taking a lot of damage from that.
Sack them all. Sack all 7.
That's a painful amount of damage, actually. Now that I think about it,
It is. It's very.
it is
I
kind of
don't like
bad.
it.
It's not the greatest right now with all the stuff on the board.
I'm enjoying it. I feel like I'm
could also
contributing.
just fucking save it.
Oh yeah, you definitely are. I can see it.
I could just save it. That might be a better idea. All right, you know what? I'll save it. I'm gonna move to end step, and I'm gonna pay the 3 energy for my professional facebreaker, and he's gonna stay on the battlefield. I'm gonna pass.
Nice.
Oh wait, no, hold on. The rolls now. Now I would like to do the rolls. So I will do
Free
2.
roll? Yeah.
I will do 2 rolls. Let's get the hell out of here.
Well,
Okay,
nice.
first one. Are you sure you want to do your second roll? Yeah. Upland Mortarium. At the beginning of your upkeep, put an exposure counter on it, then lose life equal to the number of exposure counters. And chaos ensues. You create 2/2/2 Black Angel artifact creatures with first strike and vigilance, and whenever an opponent casts a creature spell,
Weeping Angels.
it is not a creature.
You
like
create 2/2/2 Weeping Angels.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I will roll again, just
No.
to see.
I like this place.
It was nothing, so I'll just go to Ben, and then you'll have to do things with the pain.
Untap, upkeep, we get a counter on it. And I take
Then
one
you
damage.
lose life. Nice.
I'll draw for turn. And then we are going to play a mountain as land for turn. I'm going to do a
Gimbal.
I would like to, however, I don't think that's the right play right now.
Okay.
Coward.
We're gonna do 1, 2. Is this right? Yeah, I can do that. 3, 4. I'm gonna bring out the Ichor Elixir, so I get to double roll my planar dices and ignore one of them.
Oh yeah.
And
Nice.
then with that and the 2 red, I'm gonna bring out Pia and Kieran Nalar. When they enter, I get some Thopters.
Nice.
Yes, 2 Thopters.
Yeah.
Stridehanger Automaton in Gimbal is a gross card.
It is. It is.
I can also
He hits so many Thopters.
I can pay 3, sack an artifact to deal 2 damage to any target.
Though you will take 1 damage for that.
Yes.
No.
Because of the pain.
Whenever an
Is that
artifact
okay?
an opponent controls is put into a graveyard,
Oh. Okay. Cool. That's good.
I'm safe.
Die, this stupid nonsense.
I do get treasure from doing that.
Yep.
And then
To be fair, you probably would have been like mega screwed if you didn't, if it wasn't worded that way.
yeah, that would just be fuck yourself over, right? I'll do my free roll. Nothing. I'm then
Are you
going.
supposed to roll 2 dice?
Oh, right. Yes, thank you. I put that out for a reason. And
Nothing.
still nothing. I'm then going to sack all 4 of these.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Do much more rolls.
No. I'm going to Path of the Animist. Search for 2 basic lands, put them onto the battlefield tapped.
Nice.
And
And
I
then
guess it
we
really
can
doesn't.
Planeswalk.
For things.
So we're going to do
A vote to Planeswalk.
Yeah.
Okay. So you pick. Do you want to Planeswalk or do you want to stay here?
I want to Planeswalk. I think let's get away from this. See if there's more fun we can have.
All right, what
I mean,
about
I
you?
don't want you to get chaos, so yeah, you know what? I will say Planeswalk.
What about you, Becca?
Planeswalk.
Oh, Planeswalk.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
we're Planeswalker.
Let
Yeah,
me
we-
just shuffle and see where we go. Let's see. Wonder if we can get through the entire
He
thing.
took 1 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Today might be the day.
Stesnia. Whenever a creature deals damage to 1 or more players for the first time, put a 1/1 counter on it. First time each turn, put a 1/1 counter on it. And when chaos ensues, each creature gains tap this creature, deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker until end of turn.
Ooh, I like this a lot.
Okay. So, you're welcome, guys. See, Figured we could mess around a little bit with this. And then I'm going to go to combat, and I think it's beneficial for me to try to get a bit more gas in the tank. I'm going to send the pain distributor at... Elf's my pain in the ass, but Omega, I want my gold, so I'm going to swing it at you.
Free BJ.
Hey, Baller! It's just 2 with Menace.
Yep.
Yeah.
Down to 31.
And I'll pass turn there. I'm a greedy son of a bitch. What can I say?
No, man. I love the greed, man. The greed's appreciated.
Gold.
I will upkeep and draw. Okay. I will play this command tower as my land for turn. Okay.
Oh, and he gets a 1/1 token now.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, he does get a 1/1 counter. He's getting bigger. I'm going to tap this plains to tap the Orzhov signet for Orzhov. I'm then going to tap.
I thought you would have tapped it for Rakdos.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? It's like I would have if I could, if I had the option to, man. So that's another 2. Okay, and I'll tap the Talisman of Conviction. I'm going to tap for 5. I'm going to cast Thalys Reverent Medium. At the beginning of each end step, I create X 1/1 white spirit creature tokens, where X is the number of tokens I created this turn.
Damn.
Yeah, that's bad.
This is very bad, guys.
It's not too bad right now. I'm going to then tap 3, and I'm going to cast Bastion of Remembrance.
And now it's bad.
I will then create a 1/1 human soldier creature token, and whenever a creature I control dies, each opponent loses 1. I gain.
What are you playing Omega's desk?
I know, right?
No, he's playing on his desk.
I feel like Omega. Do you have that in your deck?
Probably.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Don't own it.
It's
This deck was put together with cards I already own.
Oh.
Nothing was ordered. Nothing was printed.
Well, you should buy a Bastion of Remembrance.
Say, if you want one, I could probably send you one.
Okay. That's one.
Not worth the international shipping.
That's true.
That is true. That is true. Okay. With that being said and done, I will go to combat. Combat is my favorite time of the day, boys. We're gonna go swinging all day long. So I need to get the ball rolling. I'm throwing Inoc over at Omega because that's the safest place I can toss that.
I don't think anybody has blockers except for Ben.
Yeah, I'm the only one with blockers.
Yeah, that's why I'm not blocking. I'm sending it that way. I'll send Zurgo at Stilton, because I need a safe place for Zurgo too. Then I'll throw 4 goblins at Ben. And
you get your mobilize trigger. You get your goblins going at each of us, and that should be everything.
So that's 3 goblins that are going to be generated this turn off of that, and I will make 1 warrior that's off of the mobilize trigger. So that's currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures tokens that were generated this turn. I will make another gold token for attacking Omega. That's a thing. Number of tokens. So that's a total of 6 tokens created this turn. All right, and now we are proceeding to blockers.
No block.
I don't have blockers.
Okay, so it's the 4 goblins that mean where any of the extras going at me.
5 goblins.
Okay.
5 goblins. There's 1 goblin.
Yeah, those have to go.
Yeah.
5.
Where was the warrior going?
Oh, the warrior's going on Omega just because.
Okay.
Just because the playmat says everything, you know.
I
Evens
will
out the damage.
block 1 of the goblins.
Okay.
And then take 4.
All right.
So we're
everyone will lose.
all going to be taking some 4.
Yeah, you all lose 1 from that 1 goblin dying, and I will gain 1 from that goblin 1 dying after it dies.
Okay. And how much was coming to me too for?
You're taking 3, 4. Yeah, 4.
And we lose
you're
1
4.
from the Bastion.
Yeah. I've lost a total of 5 so far.
Yes.
Is that correct? Or okay.
Yes.
And then we'll lose 1 at his end step once the warrior gets
The warrior dies. Yeah. Okie doke. That we'll. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
The myriad creatures don't die?
Myriad.
Have Myriad.
I don't have Myriad at all. It's just these goblins. These goblins are just coming out because of
it's the
Inoc.
Inoc that just makes them and they stay around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a stupid card. It should easily be 4 mana.
Yeah, I'm going to go to end step. At end step, this warrior will die. You guys will lose one. I gain one, and the least will trigger. I will make spirits. That will
5
haunt your dreams.
spirits.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Six
5.
six spirits because I made one gold token, and Celise.
Oh,
Celise-
and you made a treasure
Oh, I made
And a
a.
treasure.
Where did I make the treasure off?
Off of
Oh,
from
yeah,
your
off right.
first cast from my pain
First
distributor.
Right. So there's 7 spirits on there, and I have a treasure token. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, and that'll be my turn.
Well,
Pass it over to
you missed one important trigger. Everything that dealt damage gets +1/+1.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
You guys are on.
You can homogenize your goblins, by the way.
I will be doing that actually. Yeah, thank you. So that's 6 of those. I'm gonna
Oh.
use the blue dice for 1/1 counters. Okay. I think that dealt damage. That dealt damage. That dealt damage. And these ones dealt damage. 4 of them actually. I can't homogenize them. Because
Oh yeah, because 4 of them have.
attacking. Yeah. And 2 of them that actually.
4 of them
dealt
don't
damage.
have summoning. Well, shouldn't that not matter unless they untap? Well, actually, no, it won't matter.
No, didn't they all
It
deal
matters
damage?
because of that.
Yeah, they did damage.
They all didn't deal damage. Oh, did they?
Yeah,
all
they did.
They all did.
Yeah, the only one.
Oh, yeah,
that
the ones that
didn't
are
die.
alive.
attacking.
Yeah.
Right. They're attacking that. Yeah. Never
None
mind.
of us have 0/1s.
You're fair. That's fair. Okay, that's it for my servant.
Okay. Well, untap. See if I can do something because I'm feeling kind of left out of this game.
I mean, to be fair, you gave up both your braids and your Zulaport.
Drop a turn.
That was painful. Yeah. Let's see.
He really doesn't like being a problem, I guess.
Swamp has a land for turn.
I mean, honestly, Konrad would just kill us faster.
Yeah, it would. It really would kill us fast.
I-
A lot faster.
It wouldn't do anything for Elf because of that Bastion. It would just make it so that you're netting 0.
Yeah.
I've
Only
got
when
nothing
it's
better to do than cast Konrad.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I suppose.
that is true.
Oh, it's fine.
So somehow we need to deal with that Bastion. And the Einok.
Well, it's not known for that kind of removal, really.
Yeah.
I also don't have a lot of that removal. Unless
Yeah,
it's
I
on the
think only
stack.
Yeah, in black, I think there's like only like feed the swarms and like.
Feed the Swarm and Withering Torment.
Yeah, that's the other one. Yeah.
And then there's
And,
probably like a few other weird ones.
The niche
But the
ones,
most common ones are Withering Torment, Feed the Swarm. Ugh.
Yeah, you get your treasure token there.
Yeah, and I believe that's it, except for rolling the planar die.
Seems good.
5, nothing happens.
Okay.
Oh, he's tapping.
Why not?
Go tap again. Try it again.
5, nothing
Another
happens.
5. Oh no.
Right.
Pass, that's it for me.
Alright, I will untap, upkeep, and draw. I will play a Plains. It's time to rumble. I will tap 5 and play a Lightning Runner.
Oh. Okay, that's not
Kaploof.
good. Is that just like not? No, it's not infinite yet. Is it infinite?
I am then going to
It gets
crack
one.
4
you
treasure
get one or
tokens
more,
for a nesting
3,
dove hawk.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not quite infinite.
Okay. 2.
Okay.
Attacks. Make a copy. Makes 2. And then he gets he gets 3.
Yeah, he gets
So
3
that's-
from his.
Remember, this is an attacks trigger, not an ETB, and this one creates tapped and attacking tokens.
No, it's because of the is it Genitorium that.
Yeah,
would
so
make
this will
one
give me
more
3.
stuff.
This will give me 3.
Yeah.
And then Satya will give you 2.
No,
3.
it'll be
No,
3,
no,
so
no,
it's
no. This will
6.
give me 3. This will give me 3.
And then you make a copy of that lightning runner, which give you
But
another
this is
3.
but it's tapped and attacking, so it didn't attack. It just became attacking.
Oh,
won't
I
give me
see.
the-
So
Okay.
yeah, he can't this
It
turn,
doesn't
but
give you-
could next turn if he copies the right thing.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Let's see.
If that but if you proliferate with thrumming bird too, right? Which you
If-
but that's after damage though. Okay, gotcha. Never mind.
I still think it's not quite enough. 2, 4, 6. Because you need 8.
Well, I mean, does anybody have responses for it?
No, because it'd be 3/3 and then
All of you
2
are
from
tapped
Thrumming
out, too.
Bird.
Well,
no,
I mean,
it's not.
I guess Omega does have cards in hand. They should probably keep stuff up. Well, we can just do this, go through the process, and see what happens.
Sure.
I've
Okay.
got no
Alright,
response
so-
to anything right
Omega,
now.
Oh, actually, it could go infinite this
It does.
turn.
It does go infinite. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to swing at you with the Lightning Runner, Satya. I'm just gonna swing at you with everything.
So everything is coming my way.
No,
No,
Omega,
Omega, so
because he
Oh,
doesn't
it's
have as many
Omega.
blockers.
Oh, okay, doke.
On attack. Oh, well, actually, first, before combat, I create a professional facebreaker that can't attack.
And you get a
nesting
treasure
the
as
hawk.
well.
Okay,
Yes,
so
I
you
do
do-
get a treasure from the thing happening.
From the cast of the Lightning Runner, yeah, and the make another. Oh, and you also at the beginning of combat, you would also populate.
Well, that's what
Sorry,
he's
you
doing
could-
with the facebreaker.
Yeah, the
the
professional
facebreaker.
facebreaker, that's the only eligible token that I have. So I will.
Got you right.
Still, everything is. That can
Attack.
swing it,
Yeah.
is going it.
And then
Yeah.
when the facebreaker comes out, nesting gets a +1.
Yes, it shouldn't matter because it doesn't have haste, but you know,
No,
on
but it's
attack
good.
with both the Lightning Runner and Satya, I will get 3,
3. Yep.
Yeah,
3
so
energy.
6 energy total.
and I will create a Lightning Runner. I will also pay the 8 and get an extra combat. So Omega, you have a 2/2. You have 2 2/2s with double strike and haste, a 3/5 with menace, 2 2/3s with menace, and a 1/1 with flying.
So ignore the. Okay, so how much is the total with the menace creatures and the flying creature?
8 damage.
So that's 8.
What's the total of all of it?
The total of all of it is
4 plus 8, so 12. 12 plus 2, another 4.
16.
16, yeah. Total
Down to
16.
9.
Cool.
And you already paid for the 8, so
Oh yeah,
get-
You got
I
your
would've
gold,
just
right?
Tap them anyway. Yeah, I will get gold, and I will get.
Oh, my God.
Oh, good. 1, 2, 3, 6 treasure tokens. Because of the double strike damage.
right.
So I'll get 3 treasure tokens first strike, 3 treasure tokens normal damage. And then I think with this is enough. So I'm gonna move to the next combat.
Yeah.
With the nesting Dovehawk trigger on the stack.
You'll make a copy of the Lightning Runner.
Yeah, I'll do that first, and then before we move to attacks, I'm gonna crack 4 treasure tokens,
Taking 4
taking
damage.
4 damage, and I'm gonna play an Achroma's Will, choosing both modes.
Yep, I think.
So creatures I
that's-
control gain flying,
yeah.
vigilance, double strike, lifelink, indestructible, and protection from all colors until end of turn. So this should be infinite until the win.
Yep, that's
Because
infinite, yep.
these
All right.
alone go infinite.
Yeah, 3,
GG's.
6, 9, 12.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Modern
Satya
deck.
doing bullshit.
Yeah, Satya's got quite a few infinites in the pre-con alone. So
It.
Yeah.
I
had, like,
will
2
go
or
into my
3.
combo section.
yeah, it has like
and I
2 or
will-
3 base
and I will
off.
count
Like,
them.
at least 2 or 3 in the base of the
Yeah.
actual deck.
I just
Okay.
drew
Which is good,
new
though.
responses,
Yeah.
yeah.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 potential infinite combos.
Yeah, I have 0.
Most of them are 3.
I have 0, but this
All
is
of
the
them,
deck
but-
still feels pretty damn good.
All of them but Lightning Runner are 3.
Yeah.
One of them is a 4. Actually,
All I had was a
4 of them are 3 of them are 4.
You had land, and
up into the abyss.
Oh yeah. That's just a.
Draw half my library, discard all the creatures, ping
Exactly.
everybody down.
yeah.
What I was doing is debating on Suppression Ray. But I wanted to keep the Achroma's Will up just in case.
Mhm.
Because
Well,
the
it wouldn't have
Suppression
mattered
Ray, I
too
would have
much
been able to
because-
swung into Elf.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered too much because like I try to swing out all the time anyway, so I don't really care. I'm just it's
You still had a
Battlefield
shit ton of blockers.
Yeah, that's just because the least doesn't let me like put them in fucking a tapped and attacking. I would have tapped and attacked if I had the option to.
Other than that, I had a fear of slate paralysis, which would have just started murdering Elf's board. A Sphinx of Revelation, which would have given me a stupid amount of energy, and a Fireman Commando for a bunch of draw. Like an unfathomable amount of draw.
GG's, guys. It was a pretty good game, regardless.
No, I enjoyed
I got to try the deck out. I got to see how this deck works.
I was enjoying Gimbal, so I was just about to get the Sphinx that lets me get Thopters anytime an artifact creature hits.
Yeah.
And then the replication one that would allow me to change all my tokens into something on my board.
Oh.
So I was like, I could get a pretty good flying army going, but didn't quite get there.
Did it have to be a creature token? Because he could have gotten a lot of the Painful Distributor.
Yeah,
he got a lot of value out of that.
I was gonna say it had to be, if I read it correctly, it had to be tied to something I already.
What was it named? What was the card name?
Replication was in it. Sorry, I'll find it here in a second.
Masterful Replication?
I believe so. Yeah, Masterful.
Choose target artifact. Each other artifact you control becomes a copy of that artifact until end of turn.
Yeah, so I couldn't do it from the Pain because he's not an artifact.
Right.
I mean, it's all right, but
no. No, I mean it wouldn't have been.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really understand it in that deck.
Well, it makes sense.
It makes you get the golems.
I
was gonna say it makes you get the golems to give you a different. To proc the Gimbal trigger more, get you more exit counters there. I think that's the main reason. I was just thinking it might be a way to get me something that could deal with not having to go through a bunch of blockers.
That with Stride Hanger Automaton is disgusting, though.
It can be, yeah.
At least I think it would be. Stride Hanger Automaton, then you create some tokens, and then you just get an army of Thopters.
Yeah. That would be fun. I always liked flying.
Stride Hanger Automaton.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Well, GG's, guys. That was fun.
Oh, thank you guys for the game.
Thanks for joining us.
What is it, 9? I probably shouldn't go into a second game.
Nah, probably not tonight.
Our little guy is.
Unless we want to do like a really fucking quick one.
Yeah. And every time we say quick ones, it usually tends to drag out.
Yeah. We just play like Alexios, you know.
More interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I could definitely play Alexios.
Yeah, everyone plays Alexios. That's all you have to do, you know. Everyone just plays the one deck. It ends really quickly. I will swear, like 5 turns, 4 turns.
That's the demise of the cosmos.
No, Alexios.
Cosmos.
Yeah. Deimos of the cosmos, right? Yeah.
Deimos, sorry. Yeah. Everything attacks can't be sacrificed and can't attack its owner. That
it's you'd be surprised how easy it is to get through that, though.
It's really nice, though. Anyhow,
I swear, every single time I've played Alexios, there's always been somebody that has been able to do stupid. I played against a Yuriko player.
Oh yeah, that's a Yuriko.
Oh wait, no, sorry. I think it was Satoru Umezawa. Still, same principle. Ninjutsu.
Yeah. And he's gone. Yeah. Oh, that was good. How are you liking the new deck, Elf?
Oh, it's pretty fun. Like honestly, like you it's either you get off to a really fast start, like I did this game, or you get off at a really even faster start with like when you have like, because most of the deck is low CMC.
Right.
Attackers. Most of them have haste, and a lot of the time they have the mobilize keyword on it. There's a card in the deck that has mobilize 3 on it, stapled on the card, and I'm just like, I absolutely love that thing.
I really just think that Myriad is.
I know, but I mean,
so
I enjoy mobilize quite a bit. Like it's fucking funny. Like
I like Myriad.
It's
Myriad
an Ox,
awesome.
an 04 Ox with Vigilance and Mobilize 3, okay? I don't care what you have to say. I just love this fucking fact.
04 Ox.
An 04
I think that a good
Ox.
mix of both is great.
Yeah.
Because then you get the best of both worlds for Zurgo. You get a shit ton of card draw.
Yeah. I just don't like the card draw sometimes. I'm not a card draw player. I'm just like
I love having cards.
stacked.
Yeah. If you don't have cards in hands, you can't have answers, right?
Yeah.
Top decking is my most hated thing in Magic, even above stacks, because if you have enough card draw, you can deal with stacks.
This deck is strong mostly because of how much card draw it has.
That's true. That's true.
And how many infinites it can just pull out of its ass.
Yeah.
It's essentially a Nico deck, except with a different twist to it. You know, you run it like that, where you put things like 20-toed Toad in there.
Yeah.
To just draw a bunch of cards, or Curiosity Crafter in Satya is disgusting. Because you play them, and then every time one of your tokens deals damage, you're going to draw equal to the number of Curiosity Crafters you have.
Jeez, yeah.
And they're 3/3s with flying normally. So, like, let's say you have 5 Curiosity Crafter tokens, and you hit them, you're going to draw 25 cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I personally just love the key phrase Hellbent. I just love Hellbent. It's just that they only have so few cards. It's only 23, man.
What is that one? I haven't heard of that one.
Hellbent is a key phrase
For if you
where,
have one or less, I believe.
if you have no cards in hand.
No
You
cards?
just have to, you have to have no cards in hand.
Oh, damn.
I thought there was one for one or less as well.
Nope, it's absolutely no cards for Hellbent.
Huh.
You have to have no cards in your hand. And they have like an extra effect on the card.
Yeah.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, you
Thank
too.
y'all
Yeah.
for watching.
Appreciate
See you,
that.
Omega.
Now we're just in the shooting the shit phase of things. Okay, I gotta manage this prediction. Who won? Stilton. Nobody voted though. Lame.
Yeah. Lol.
Jeez. But what do we got? 9 o'clock. Where should we send you guys tonight? Or should I kill some time with something else? Maybe I'll run.
Perhaps I brought too much to this game.
Yeah. Sorry, what do I have
it's
going
fine.
on?
Yeah, what do
To
you
be
have
fair,
going
I
on?
saw Konrad and upgraded Zurgo Stormrender, and I was like, nah, it's all over.
No, it's fair. It's fair.
It's Dunyan Rings, yo.
I think it was a decent to bring in. It's all good.
If it didn't have the Lightning Runner in hand, it would have been different.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I probably would have done the Sphinx of Revelation. Or no, I would have done the Fear of Sleep Paralysis. Easily, I would have done the Fear of Sleep Paralysis.
Yeah.
Because what? I just locked down 3 things on your board, Elf.
Yeah, I'm still just swinging anyways. Like, it doesn't matter. The deck is just swing, and I don't
Yeah,
care.
but I can
Right,
slowly lock down. Like I locked down your token generators,
Oh yeah, no. I mean, even if you do, I don't care. I'm still.
and then I
swinging,
locked
man.
down your tokens.
No, I'll still be swinging, man. Like, I don't care. Like the whole deck. There's like more than 35 creatures in this deck. Okay.
And then I just lock them down. Because
Yeah, you
also with
can.
Fear of Sleep Paralysis, note how it is an enchantment and it says another enchantment.
Yeah.
So when you drop him, you lock down 1 creature, you create a token that's a copy of him, you lock down 2 creatures, next turn you create a token that's a copy of him, you lock down 3 creatures, and it gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse
Yeah.
and worse and worse, and it's just hell.
Yeah. No, that's good. Definitely, that deck gives you a lot of options, right? With the ability to copy whatever you want.
Yeah.
Which is it's nice to have that.
I was
It is
sad
only-
about discarding my Assaultron Dominator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that in the beginning. I was like, that was pretty good. That card's like really nasty to have.
Because what is I didn't.
It's good, but it's definitely not like the best. I think it was a better choice to get rid of it and get a land on top.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice that you can just give options, right?
Yeah.
I love copy. I love copy decks. Copy decks are hilarious. Because it's just like, man, look at this card that would have been great if you have like 5 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I can
man.
now have 5 of them. Mwah.
Combat Calligrapher is another one. Whenever a player attacks one of your opponents, that attacking player creates a tapped 2/1 white and black Inkling creature token with flying that's attacking that opponent. Inklings can't attack you or planeswalkers you control.
Nice.
So you just keep creating tokens that are copies of them, and you give people an unfathomable amount of Inklings that they can't do anything to you with.
Yeah. You've got a big army to hit each other with. That's all that you got there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just make sure you don't give it to the
there's some interesting
player who has
ones.
like self-sacrifice and stuff like that.
yeah, all of a sudden refuel their engine.
Yeah, it's just
Aerial
like, ooh.
Extortionist is
By 5.
disgusting in this deck.
Yeah.
Whenever it enters or deals combat damage to a player, exile up to one target
Yeah.
non-land permanent for as long as it remains exiled. They can cast it, and it has what's the Ghostly Pilferer as well.
Yeah, whenever another
Just
player
attached to
casts
it.
a spell from anywhere other than their hand, draw a card.
Draw a card. Yeah. Yeah.
So you get you play him, you get a copy of him, you keep the copy around at least if you're able to, and
But it is
then
MC5, so I mean, like, it's fair, I think.
you
Like,
you exile 3 things, and if they cast them, you draw 6 cards.
Yeah, it's technically just like Aerial Extortionist is a balanced card. It's just that when in Satya it becomes unbalanced, mainly because Satya is not balanced. His effect
Yeah.
isn't like that. But I will say,
I think him
do
having
enjoy it.
menace and haste is probably too much.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's fine. I would say he's fine.
I would think that if he would only generate 1 energy, I think it's fair for the cost that he has. It's just that the fact that he generates 2 is kind of problematic for most of the time.
Yeah. Usually
Energy
with a Satya
generation.
deck, you have so much goddamn energy that it doesn't matter.
No, that's true. It's just that, like
Like
in
the
early,
2 energy from
early
Satya
game,
doesn't really matter. Even if he gave you 0 energy, it wouldn't matter.
it would a lot. Depending on like
It
if you don't have any energy generators, it really does affect.
Yeah.
Like
But-
in this situation where you're screwed.
Honestly, I think
But-
if you're screwed there, and that's the only thing that you're bringing out, there's probably a lot of challenges you're gonna have. I think honestly, getting rid of the haste might slow it down just a little bit, right?
Yeah,
Then,
that's what I'm saying.
then it's like the menace I like on that, right? Like it's an attacking creature. You want to have some sort of mechanism to get it through being chopped, right?
What I like is having a card that you have to work around. And if he didn't have menace, then you have to prioritize that as part of your deck. Like I have 4 equipments in here, and all of them make him unblockable.
Right.
Yeah. You would have to do that, something on the lines of that, yeah.
Or
you
you could do effects that. Oh wait, no, sorry. I have 5 cards in here that make him unblockable.
Right.
I mean, there's also just that that 1 white enchantment for like 1 mana that.
Recon. Reconnaissance.
Yeah, reconnaissance. Or you just like remove him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that in here too.
Yeah, I know. Most people do, because he is only still a 3/5 body.
So, to be fair, the original Precon was like good, but it had a lot of nothing cards, like Brutaclad. I didn't understand.
I kind of understand the Brutaclad just because Brutaclad would have made all your other artifact tokens just into the same token
Like-
as the one that you created, right? And then it would flood the board. Brutaclad can be disgusting in that deck.
Oh yeah, I have Brutaclad deck, but
Mm.
I think it's 1, too slow for the deck, and 2, a lot of times you don't want your board to be homogenized.
Yeah, it's just that it is still pretty powerful for considering
Yeah.
the deck. Yeah.
Like, sure, you'd be fine with a million tokens of Lightning Runner, but I mean, like, let's say I didn't have the Lightning Runner, I wouldn't want my professional Facebreaker tokens to be gone.
That's fair.
And I would probably be copying Nesting Dovehawk instead.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think it balances out the deck. Like the deck itself had too many combos, just like in the base plat.
Aether
Thing like-
Geode Miner is it just adds so many to it.
They had the Storm Rock, the stupid Aether Flux
Aether Storm Rock.
Aether Storm Rock, and that was already too much, man.
To be fair, that is 4 mana, considering that Guide of Souls exists.
Yeah, but it still went pretty infinite, pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah, it did, but
Yeah.
okay. Also, on its own, not really. It needs Aether Geode Miner, and I don't think that was in the original Precon.
Geominer. I don't think so.
It doesn't look like it. I don't think.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
No, I don't
that's
think
the
that was.
commander
Wait, it
deck.
might have been it. Give me a second. No, that was not there.
Because and even then, the infinite combo is infinite ETB, infinite LTB.
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, still, that's still pretty good. Like, I mean, like most precons don't come with infinite combos to begin with, right? So
Yeah. But like, if you don't have a payoff for those leave the battlefield and enter the battlefield, it's just infinite doing nothing.
Yeah, that's kind of what I first looked at it. I'm like, it doesn't seem like it alone does it. It needs something else with it. But yeah.
Now, Guide of Souls is a different story because you get infinite life.
Oh, they did have Aether Geode Miner in the deck. Huh, wow. That was actually in the precon. Crazy.
That was?
It was. It was in the precon.
Oh.
That's stupid. Okay.
Did they have Guide of Souls in the precon? I don't think they did.
Wait, Guide of Souls. Let me see. Guide. No, they did not have Guide of Souls.
Good, because the Aether Geode Miner, Aether Storm Rock, and either Izzet Genitorium, Decoction Module, or Aether Refinery, I think. Yeah.
Hey,
that doesn't
they
really
did
do
have.
much.
Yeah, they did have those ones. Yeah.
I've
The Aether Heart was
played-
pretty nice.
I've played basically just the Fallout and the Creative Energy, both of those precons mashed together. It's good, right? But the infinite combos in there is basically just Lightning Runner.
Right. Which makes sense, right? It seems to be.
Though
like,
if you do
it's-
have Kaith with Aether Geode Miner and Aether Storm Rock, it is infinite creature tokens as well. But honestly, I like this as a take on a Jeskai deck.
No,
Because
I don't
normally-
mind it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like as a Jeskai deck, I honestly think the Creative Energy precon was probably one of the best ones we've seen outside of the Families Matters one, which was also pretty good. I like that one as well. They both had like their ups and downs definitely. This one definitely was like on the more powerful end of it, but I mean like that's the Modern Horizon decks in general though. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Creative Energy one was probably the strongest.
yeah, out of the box, right out of the box, it was this one, and then it was like the Simic one, and then after that it was the Jund one, which was the
I don't know. The Jund one was pretty gross.
The Jund one was pretty gross. It went pretty damn bad, but it was missing one of their most key pieces.
I have not seen that card in a very long time. I have not seen that commander be played in a very long time. I think people there was a big high, and then people kind of dropped off of it.
I still have it, and I don't want to play it though because like after playing it a couple times, it's just like
It's just the same thing over and over again.
no, because like, I mean you play it differently depending on how you build it. I build it with changelings and shit like that, so it changed the deck a little bit.
It's
But
probably going to be the same thing.
it's similar.
Changeling.
It's changeling into Lurgoyf into changeling into Lurgoyf, but sometimes you go Lurgoyf instead of
Yeah.
going changeling at all and just screw changelings at some point. But yeah, that deck is pretty fun,
Those
but
Modern
at the
Horizon
same time,
precons were fucking awesome.
they were good. They were good.
They were strong, but they were fun to play.
Yeah, I mean outside of the Eldrazi one, I think the Eldrazi one was just I don't like that one.
That was
the
Ululek,
5-color
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ululek, the 5-color Eldrazi. I think that wasn't necessary.
I overestimated that card, I will say. Or maybe I just haven't seen it. I think that I think that what it really shines at, and this isn't something it should shine at, is pub stomping. Because people are gonna be like, oh yeah, it's gonna be that because it falls into this weird category of deck where it's strong, it's like way too strong in one power level, and then it's way too weak in another power level.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like-
a weird deck. It's like honestly, like you can actually make the deck with like I think personally the better card is Azalask, the Swelling Scourge, rather than Ululek.
No, the reason why Ululek is broken is because it copies all triggers.
No, I
and you
know. It's
don't-
just that the spawns just I just feel like playing with Azalask is probably better.
Yeah, Azalask is definitely easier to build for the Eldrazi theme. Ululek isn't really an Eldrazi commander. I'm gonna be
No,
honest. It's
he's
more just a fuck with the
Five-color
stack commander.
plus. Yeah, I
You
don't like...
you get flash effects, and you go infinite.
And you have
That's how the
ways to
strongest
make-
Ululek deck would build.
You play with a lot of those kind of effect, like what we had to deal with, like in Savvy's board a while back with that Goblin Bombardment, where you're just like, you can't really ever respond to anything.
Yeah, anything you try, you're just dead. Oh,
Yeah.
It's good luck.
Aslask is definitely easier to build. It's just a Eldrazi commander, though.
I mean, technically, it's a spawn Eldrazi spawn commander.
Well, yeah, but there are a lot of Eldrazi spawns that Eldrazi's that create a bunch of spawns.
Yep, that's true.
You know?
That is true. That is true. Yeah.
And then you can throw a few effects that are like, oh, you get more death effects, blah blah blah. You get some experience counters, and then you get a giant board of spawns. You activate a second ability, and you just kill people.
Pretty much.
Because also, if you get infinite mana, which I believe is very possible.
Oh, it's very, very easy in that deck.
If you get infinite mana, like infinite colored mana, you just annihilate her 50,000.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Oh yeah, man, it's funny. I just enjoyed watching a person actually play recently a what was it? That Eldrazi that everyone has.
How did I could read the runes in this deck? The fuck?
Elf, I'm packing up your stuff to go. It's coming from me, even though it's card cracking.
Well, really?
Okay. I figured I reuse some ship shields, and it's easier to send them to you because I could be like, hey.
Yeah, man. Whatever works for you, man.
Don't be surprised.
How the hell do you spell transcend? Never mind. Got it. All right. People need to consider the blue X draw. Actually, just X draw spells in general more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're nice mana.
They're very good.
That's for sure.
Transcendent Message is a really good one. It's cheap. It's from March of the Machines. It was probably printed in Precon.
Precon, yep, that was a Precon. I think it was in the Knights deck. Might have been.
Did the Convoke deck have blue in it?
No, the Convoke deck was Jeskai, yes. So it did have it. Of course,
it was in there. But I mean, it's great. Also, it's an instant, so there's basically no downside to the Convoke. It's just turn all your creatures into a bunch of card draw.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a brilliant card. People should play it more.
I might toss that into my Simic Elves.
Cut the Prophets is another great card that people don't play.
Yeah, just put it with like Dionys, and just like when they tap, they untap.
Cut the Prophets.
Casualty 3.
Two black and X. Casualty 3. You draw X cards and lose X life.
If it was instant speed, it would be so much better.
I mean, yeah.
But it's still good. Like,
it's still one of the very few forms of like giant black card draw.
Yeah,
because most black card draw is like slow and steady. Where you're looking at generic black card draw, it's like Phyrexian Arena and
Sign of Blood.
That one ring.
Oh yeah, or the ring, the what? Don't remember.
Call the Ring.
Call of the Ring. There we go. Yeah. I was thinking the Saga for some reason.
Nope.
The Ring that rules them all or something. Yeah.
Braids. Braids is a really good one that people.
Yeah.
People play.
Gix,
it was popular tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gix. That came in the Mardu Precon. I don't know why.
It is in the Mardu Precon. It's in there.
I mean, like, I understand, but like, just put a Myriad creature in there, man.
Yeah, I kind of thought that they would put in something like the Master Multiplied, but like in like the universe within version of it. It would be pretty cool.
I understand why it's in there, right? It's Gix, but it falls into the same category of Sun Titan being in the deck. It's just there because it's the card.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually synergize with your strategy at all. The point of a precon is to give the player ideas.
Yeah.
You need to put more Myriad creatures in there so people are like, oh, this interaction is crazy. I can grab all the Myriad creatures that exist and flood the deck with them, and now I have all the card draw that I could ever want, and I win.
Yeah.
But that's it. They try to just dabble enough, right? They want to force you to get other, like, buy other cards.
They have two sources of Myriad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
you know what they could have thrown in there? Hammers of more. What is it?
Moradin. Yes. Yeah, Hands of Mordant. It's the 1 mana like the dwarves that you
No,
just that have.
it's 3 mana.
Oh,
Hammers
Two and a white,
of Mordor.
3/3 with Myriad. Whenever it attacks for each opponent, tap with 1 target creature. It's one. I don't think it's that expensive. So if they're
No, it's
worried
not.
about value, it doesn't care. You know, it doesn't matter. But
oh, you're talking about Hammers of Mordant. Oh, I was
Yeah.
talking about this.
yeah, Hammers of Mordant. I know which one you're talking about. I don't know the name though.
I don't remember. It has Myriad. All I know is that it's a 1 mana Myriad creature that just. It's good. It's good.
Worms Crossing Patrol.
That's the one. Yep.
1 mana Myriad.
I think I did toss into the Battle Angels of Tyr in the deck. So
Yeah, Battle Angels of Tyr, a great card.
yes.
Conrad
Herald of
equals
Hosts
Seer
is
Conrad.
Iron
just
Will
good.
Forger makes your non-legendary
baller.
creature have Myriad, so it's pretty good.
The Sir Conrad didn't win though.
Banshee of the Dreadquiet. Yeah, I won because Satya did things.
Satya did lots of things.
yeah.
Dalek Squadron.
Oh yeah, Daleks. Yes, Daleks are.
I mean,
also-
obviously they wouldn't print it, but
Yeah.
like Furbolg
I
Clute
heard he is grim.
17 cents on TCG Player.
Yeah, man.
You're a horrible baller.
What? I heard he's grim.
Yeah. Baller's just making bad jokes.
I might just put in, like,
Elturel
Genasi.
Survivors
The
would have
Genasi
been great.
Enforcers. It's because it's like a 2 mana shaman.
I will say I do think that Master Multiplied is better replaced by other things.
Yeah, but I still like it. I'm just gonna put it in there. It's
I think Duke Gold or Raven Guard would be good, but I would also replace it with something that's cheaper, like Null Warband. Very
that's
simple
fair.
effect, very aggro too.
Yeah, I might just replace the master for the like one of the cheaper cost creatures that I can toss in there anyways. Because like I already have Goldless Triad in there, so there's no really point.
No Warband. Very simple. It's
The
it's
whole
literally
point. The whole
6
point
mana,
of the Master
5/5.
Multiplied is just so you don't lose your creature tokens at the end of the warrior tokens. But I mean, like you know,
But the point of the deck is to lose them.
yes and no. Yes and no. You kind of want to like have a wide enough board later so you can use the Will of the Mardu to make enough of the tokens to flood the board and then
The-
Necrochrome Will.
The
you
more
have it.
explosive play, I will say, is probably the Myriad.
Yeah, that's.
Well,
kind
actually, no. That's kind of more like the accruing value strategy. No, Master Multiplied better works with things like Goldust Triad, or Genasi Enforcers,
Yeah,
or
that's kind of
Furbolg
what I'm-
Flutist.
it's kind of what I'm trying to go for. But I mean, I guess I just kind of like slid it in there just because I saw, oh, I can keep my Myriad tokens. But there's only like so few creatures that actually have Myriad in the deck.
The problem with Master Multiplied is that he's so slow, but then he's so fast, and then he just dies.
Yes and no when you go ahead and attack with him, right? When he has that, because he has Myriad itself.
No,
make
like you
copies of
die, like you as the player die.
Oh yes, you would die, yeah, because you're really you have him on the board.
You take so long waiting to get to the strategy that when you finally get there, everybody else already has their board set up.
Yeah.
And then when you go out and swing, you're a little bit behind, so that when you're about to win, you just get ganged up on and then you're dead.
I mean, I do have Windburst Kites, which tends to. I pulled Master Multiplied a few times off of that while I was gold fishing, albeit. But I mean, like, I'm.
But like, I think Dalek Squadron would be better. I think
Yeah,
that whole Warband would be better. Literally every single creature that has Myriad would probably be better.
That's fair. That's fair. I might just toss it out for something else eventually. For now, I will consider my options as I kind of fiddle around with the deck. I'm
Actually, the
I'm
Dreadquiet would be
enjoying.
gross.
Yeah, definitely enjoying the deck regardless.
Oh,
I
that's
might even
good.
Yeah,
toss it
it's
with War
fun.
Chief, or TMX Fanatics or something like that. Something with haste, so I can do it out on the first turn that it comes in. Instead
Also,
of
if you have like a Valkyrie's Call, I think that would be better than a Sun Titan.
I got rid of the Sun Titan. I cleared the Sun Titan out of the deck too as well. I was like, I wanted a
I
Sun
don't
Titan.
understand Sun Titan.
I might replace Sun Titan with something like Phyrexian Vindicator or something like that. Just feel.
I mean, like, I
Yeah.
understand the Sun Titan. They want to sell the deck, but like Valkyrie's Call also has pretty decent value.
Yeah. It does.
And it's arguably a better effect in that deck than Sun Titan, because if your creatures die, it brings them back stronger with flying,
Yeah.
which supports the aggro shenanigans.
Yes. But they don't want to give us all the cool stuff, man. You know that.
Yeah, I don't
And
love
then
Sun
the
Titan
the
myself.
team of Precon is a fucking mess.
What, you don't like what? What do you not like, Ben?
What, Ben?
Oh, just Sun Titan in general. Like you said, I think it's overused because it's recognized.
Sun Titan is good, but I always just take him out because he's too fucking slow.
Yeah.
And
I
he's
did
so
toss-
Yeah.
Yeah, I tossed in the War Leader's Call in the deck in place of something. I don't remember what it was, but
Yeah, pretty good.
yeah, it's pretty fun. But yeah, he is Omega specific. Like, excuse me, not Omega specific. I mean, he is very specific in terms of what you're trying to hit. And like in this deck, sure, it works to some degree because like there's a lot of creatures that are under the 3 CMC route. But I mean, like even then, I'm like, I mean, I can get my commander out. That's it though.
Even in my Audric mono white keyword soup deck, I don't have a Sun Titan in there.
I did toss Sun Titan, I think, in like my Terra deck at one point, but I mean, just to double up on that. But then I was like looking at it again. I was like, Terra already does what Sun Titan would have hoped to do.
There are arguably just better forms of recursion in white. Valkyrie's Call.
Yeah,
It
I
costs
like
less.
Yeah, in the case that I get rid of, I actually had this in my deck, the Boomer Scrapper. I was just like, this and the Master Multiplied kind of don't synergize well. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, no, they don't.
One shuts down the other.
No, one of them just like stops him from doing the thing that I want to do, I guess. So I was like, maybe I don't put this guy in now. Now that I'm thinking about it, but whatever. We'll see how it goes.
I'll be honest, I don't understand your fixation on not drawing cards.
I'm a player that just never really liked blue. I was never a blue guy who liked playing blue. I had Simic decks, but I would focus on the unblockable and the Bogles kind of strat rather than the card draw half of it.
By drawing cards, you get to play your deck.
No, yes, it's just that I enjoyed having like this one big susceptible creature that would be able to like blow people up, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
You know what's one of the worst feelings? Being hellbent and getting farewelled.
Yeah, that does suck, but at the same time, you got farewelled. It's kind of funny.
If you had 7 cards in hand, you could have. Farewell is what? Did you just say farewell is funny?
It's
It can
funny,
be.
yeah. It's funny because it literally just says au revoir, sayonara, you're done. The game's over. Farewell.
No,
You know,
it doesn't. It says this game is going to take another hour.
Yeah. And
No, not
reset.
Yeah, doesn't necessarily. Sometimes people will just phase out or do some stupid shit.
They
And,
can, but
They don't always tend to, yeah.
it's there's a reason why people go ugh when they see farewell. It's like if you get wrathed, you're like, okay, I got wrathed. If you get damned, it's like, okay, I got damned. If you get psych rifted, it's like, okay, if they don't win right now, it's at least I can build my board back up.
I suppose so.
If you get rivers rebuked, it's like, yeah, okay, at least there's 2 other opponents that can deal with that person.
That's true. Unless they don't have anything.
But when you
Either.
get farewelled and they
Don't you
choose
hate
all modes,
Cyclonic
it's just
Rift?
like, I'm glad that we get to spend 30 minutes going through the first 5 turns again.
Yeah.
Except people have less cards in hand.
Yeah. Well, and
Yeah, that's-
Baller's asking, he's like, don't you hate Cyclonic Rift? And I think I like Cyclonic Rift over Farewell because you still have your options, right? Like, it's all back
Yeah.
in hand. You're not going, oh, I was sitting on 2 cards, now I got nothing.
Also, the difference between Austere Command and Farewell, like a big main difference, is that it says choose 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So-
also it's austere command is destroy and not
Yeah,
exile.
it's
So
it's not exile.
exile is pretty painful.
And like, sure, you could make the arguments of like, oh, just phase your board out or counter it. It's like, what if you're playing black? What if you're playing red? What if you're playing Rakdos? What if you aren't playing any of the colors that have mass protection?
Well, and it's very rare. Like farewell won't necessarily trigger somebody's game plan where austere command could, right? Like you austere command
Yeah.
into a Sir Konrad, that's going to be painful for the table
Yeah.
unless you're just doing artifacts and enchantments. Right, even then.
It
there's
doesn't
no
even
artifact
really
creatures.
support exile strategies either, because most exile strategies care about exiling one or more cards.
Yeah, or bringing things back
Like-
from exile, or
Like
casting
like
things
like with a
from-
War Doctor. With a War Doctor deck, you want to exile one or more cards. If I farewell, I just get one counter and he dies.
Yeah, and he's gone too. GTFO.
I mean, it could be fine if you farewells into like after like plotting a bunch of cards. That would be fine. Then at least we're gonna die, right? And like it's fine. But if they farewell into like just absolute nothing on board, then yeah, it's pretty bad.
Okay,
The-
weird question.
The problem with farewell
Go ahead.
is that most of the time it's played as just a raw. Like,
Yeah,
I'm playing
that's-
farewell, and that's it, and there's nothing else. I'm not working around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
It doesn't even go into most mono-white strategies where you're like, oh, I ulted my Elspeth and now I board wipe.
Oh, I put farewell into my light paws deck because I can phase light paws out and then just kill people.
Right.
It works.
Yeah.
It works.
So
Yeah,
have you guys ever seen farewell cast for like one or two modes?
I've seen farewell cast for 2 modes, not for one.
Not for
ever.
one.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. 2 modes generally, I think, is what they
Because
tend
most
to
of the
do.
time people are like, oh, I want to keep my artifacts.
Yeah, it's like artifacts and enchantments, and or like creatures and enchantments.
Or they don't pick them because there's none on field.
Yes, that is also a thing. But they will always hit graveyard. I swear. And there has never been a time where I've seen farewell not hit the yard.
Yeah, I think the only time you wouldn't want to do that is if you were trying to do graveyard stuff, and if that's the case,
Yes.
why the fuck are you running a farewell?
But even in that situation, you're probably going to be running an Orsov deck, and in that situation, you want to be running the Destroy because then your creatures die and you get the benefit.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean,
Like-
unless the enchantment, there's like a void, like one of those like Leyland of the Void kind of effects on the board. You kind of want those.
Well,
gone
yeah, but usually you
permanently.
don't run those. Or
No,
or
no,
you
but
have
someone
ways of
else might be.
destroying them.
No, I'm just saying like someone else might be, and you don't want to destroy them because generally people who have those kinds of cards generally have a way to get them back from the yard. So I can
What,
see the
like a Leyline of the Void.
yeah for like Leyland of the Voids and Leylands in general.
They're going to get their Leyline of the Void back because enchantment
like-
recursion is very common.
Yeah, totally, man.
Now, like I'm looking at my Felisa deck right now. All of my single target removal that I'm looking at right now destroys permanents or at least enchantments. Now my what am I trying to say? My board wipes don't. I have Winds of Abandon, Damning Verdict, and Black Sun Zenith, and Blasphemous Edict. But those help my strategy at least, or follow my strategy in at least some point. I put Winds of Abandon in every deck because it's asymmetrical.
That's fair, yeah.
I put a Damning Verdict because it's a counters deck. Blasphemous Edict because sacrifice.
Yeah.
And I'm a token strategy. And Black Sun Zenith because Felisa doesn't care what type of counters they are.
Nope.
Destroy
if you put
permanents.
20 counters
Land
on each
destruction,
creature you
LOL.
control, you create 20 Inklings for each non-token creature you control.
All right.
I was gonna say this has been a good chat, but I think I'm gonna head off for the day.
Yep, same here, man.
So where are we gonna send you all? Do we got some commander going? Valerian Steel's doing some commander stuff, so let's send y'all over there.
Send them over to Shrimps. Shrimps 247.
Who the heck is that? Okay, who is that?
They just. It's
Thanks
just
for the
shrimp.
fun stream.
Is it just shrimp really?
It's just shrimp.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, so Shrimps.
Fucking awesome.
Okay. Shrimps 247.
Thanks for the card's knowledge.
It's not Magic the Gathering. It's just a person with a bunch of shrimps, and they just have a camera
Fuck it,
looking
let's-
into their
let's
tank,
do it.
and they 24/7 stream.
It's pretty amazing what's out, like the things you could do out there, and that have got.
They're shrimps. It's
Yeah.
fucking awesome. Shrimps are awesome.
Hey, we used to do a 24-hour train stream
Oh yeah, we
with
did.
the model
That was
train.
pretty cool.
That was pretty neat.
We gotta bring that back. We gotta bring that back.
Shrimp
man. I
feet.
swear.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's go to the shrimp, boys. Have a good one. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Peace.